Today we will start second part of chapter 4, elections of 9th standard. So our first topic we discuss about by-election, the next part of election. Firstly, the by-election. When a seat held by any member of the Legislative Assembly in centre or state fails vacant on account of death, resignation of the member before completion his or her term, to fill up this vacancy, the election which is held called by-election. So firstly, this one is the meaning of the by-election. Now, next discussion about election commission. Election commission. Elections need to be free and fair with wide participation, keeping in view the great impact and significance of the elections. The Constitution has made detailed provisions for the free and fair conduct of elections in Part 15, Article 324 to 329. So this one is the meaning of election commission and the starting procedure in the Constitution of India related to the election commission. Now the composition of election commission of India. The chief election commissioner stands at the top in the hierarchy of election commission. I repeat, very first line. The chief election commissioner stands at the top in the hierarchy of the election commission. The election commission consists of a chief election commissioner. He is the head of the election commission of India, chief election commissioner, and other election commissioners. And the term of office of the conditions for the service, they are appointed for the term of 5 years. All the commissioners are appointed for the term of 5 years. During this tenure, if they attain the age of 65 years, they shall vacate office on the day of attaining this age. This one is the age limit or the term of office of the election commissioners. Now the salary of the commissioners shall be equal to the salary of a Supreme Court judge. This one is related to the salary of the chief election commissioner or other commissioners. The salary of the commissioners shall be equal to the salary of a Supreme Court judge. Now third point, any difference of opinion between the commissioners shall be decided in favor of the majority opinion. So these are total 3 points related to the election commissioners of India. Now next one is powers and functions of the election commission. There are so many powers, especially for the election commission of India. Very first one, preparation of electoral rolls and photo identity cards. Second one, registration and recognition of political parties. Third one, allotment of symbols to the political parties and the candidates. Fourth one, fixing dates and conducting elections. Fifth one, ensuring free and fair elections. Sixth one, appointment of polling officers. Seventh one, scrutiny of nomination papers. This one is very important part related to this chapter. Scrutiny of nomination papers. Then scrutiny of election expenses. And ninth one is the election commission also advises. This one is the advisory function of the election commission of India. And the advisory function is the election commission also advises the president or the governors of the states in respect of election matters, disqualification of members, election disputes, petitions, etc. So these 4 or 5 points related to the advisory functions of the election commission. I repeat the different points related to the election matters. Second one is disqualification of members. Third one is election disputes and petitions, etc. So today we discuss about chapter number 4, election, the second part of this chapter through my video. So students, that's all from me. Have a nice and beautiful day. Thank you.